What's up everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do some more Super 73 Z1 adjustments for the people that have not converted to the hydraulic brakes, for the people that are still running the stock brakes and starting to wear their brakes out a little bit. I noticed the Z1s have been getting very popular. I've been having a lot of battery requests, a lot of emails and stuff, and I can't believe how much I've got from that, you guys. I really appreciate it, and thank you very much for the support on my channel. So anyways, onto the bike. So once you know, don't pay attention to my bike. I'm making a light kit for it. I will give you guys more information on that as it gets done. I almost got the first one done for a customer, and I'll have him give me some feedback and things I need to change or whatever, and we'll go from there. And I will be offering those to you guys. Just a little what it's going to be. It's going to be a LED front light, and it's going to have an LED rear light. It's going to have its own battery with a charger, very small. Should have about anywhere between 4 and 8 hours of runtime, and a small off and on switch on the bars. So look for that to come up in the future. I'm going to offer that, you guys. So anyways, that's why the bike's all torn apart. So don't pay attention to the wires everywhere. Doesn't matter for the brake adjustment. So anyways, so you guys got some miles on your bikes, and you're noticing now when you go ahead and pull the lever that maybe they're touching the handlebars and you're not getting as much pull as you want. You know, there is a small adjustment up here on the handlebars. If you focus in right on that here, that's for minor adjustments. But as you guys are wearing in your brake pads for miles and riding around and stuff like that, with these not being hydraulic, which the ones that are hydraulic will automatically adjust, these ones do not. There's a bolt down here that we need to adjust. So I'm going to show you how to do a small adjustment on that. So without any further ado, I'm going to go to this is the toolkit I use around the shop, you guys. Just, you know, if you guys do a lot of wrenching on your bikes, I got this from Luna Cycles. It's a pretty decent kit. I'll leave a link in the description below. I have no affiliate with that. I've made a video or two for Luna, but I don't get anything from this. I just think it's a pretty handy little kit. So anyways, without any further ado, let's show you guys how to adjust the distance on your brake pads once they get some wear on them. Okay guys, here we are over at the bike, and I'm going to show you where this bolt is to actually make this adjustment. When you go to do this, make sure that these adjustments up here are all the way in, and this will be our fine adjustment at the end once we adjust the pads down here if we want to make a little bit more of an adjustment. So all you're going to need, the only tool you're going to need for this job is a 5mm Allen key. And we're just going to go right inside here, right inside the spokes, on the opposite side of the bike that the brake caliper is on, and there's a silver nut down here that we're going to adjust. So let's go ahead and do that. As you can see on my bike, if I pull it all the way, it's touching the handlebars right now on both of them. So we're going to go ahead and adjust that out so we have a little bit better brake control. So as you'll see as we come down here, we got this adjustment here. Just make sure your spoke's a little bit out of the way. And what we're going to do is go ahead and turn that in. There's like a quarter turn at a time. And then check again on your handle to see how they feel. So since we're doing the front, I'm going to check the front. That already feels a little bit better. And then after you make an adjustment and you check it up here, you want to give your tire a spin and make sure you didn't over adjust it. That way you know that your brake's not dragging or anything like that. So now that I've made one adjustment, feels a little better on the handle, I'm going to lift up the front of the bike and give it a quick spin to make sure my brake isn't dragging. Okay, as you saw there, I didn't have any brake drag, and I still have a little bit of play, so I'm going to go ahead and adjust another quarter turn, and then I'm going to check my rotation again to make sure there's no drag. So I'll check it again. Still no drag, so I'm going to go ahead and check my handle and see how the pull is on the lever. As you can see, that's much better than it was before. Okay, so with the front adjusted, let's go ahead and move on to the back. It's the same process. We're going to adjust it, you know, 1 or 2 clicks at a time until we get a little drag. Then we're going to back it off. Now the back is a little bit more tricky to get to because of the rear hub motor. But if you look at it, that has little saddles or little dips in the motor. You just line that dip up right where the adjustment screw is on your caliper, and then we'll go ahead and adjust it 2 clicks and check for rotation. I don't know if you can hear the clicks on there, but I went 2 clicks. It looked like I went a little further, but that's just because it's kind of hard to get that Allen key in there at that angle. So I'll check for rotation again, and then I'll check the pull on my lever. Now as you can see there, when I spun the wheel, I got some drag. So on this one, I'm going to go ahead and back it off 1 click and check again. Still got a little bit of drag. Let's back it off 1 more. Even though I went 2, maybe I went 3 on accident because I was having a hard time fitting it in there. There we go. Now we got that drag taken out of there. But see, this one's going back to the bar, so we're back where I started. Okay, so I'm going to show you another way to go ahead and adjust this out. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to my 2 clicks forward. Tighten that caliper in a little bit. 1, 2. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and realign the brake and see if that solves my issue. So over on this side of the bike, we got 2 bolts here, one on top and one on bottom. And that's how we adjust our caliper to make sure our pads are lined up and centered on our disc. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust those and see if that helps with our brake rubbing problem. And they are the same size, they are also 5 mil. So what you do is just go ahead and loosen these up. There's one on the top and one on the bottom. So once you get them nice and loose in that caliper, you can wiggle it around by hand. It's a little tricky if you're shorter, but I can reach it. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and squeeze this brake as tight as you can, and that'll center the caliper and the pads around the brake rotor, and then go ahead and tighten them up. Now they don't have to be extremely tight, but good and snug for sure. Now that we've done that, let's check our tire rotation. It's not bad. I'm happy with that because I know there's a little bit of drag due to the rear hub motor. Brake feels good up here, feels good up here. Could use a little bit more adjustment on the back brake up here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this screw out a little bit. Get just a little bit more grab, because we know if we turn this down here, that's going to push the 1 pad in. This will just give us a little less pull on the cable. So let's go ahead and adjust that. So what you want to do is loosen this keeper here, and then you just thread this out. I'll go 1 full turn at a time, and then you tighten that keeper down just like so. And that's getting to feel pretty good to me. Well, there you have it, guys. For you that have not switched to the hydraulic brakes, or you're still running your stock brakes, that's how you adjust them when they start wearing in. Once they start wearing in, you're not going to need pads right away. You should be able to ride, depending on how aggressive you ride or how heavy you are, you should get anywhere between 300 and 500 miles out of your pads. So I believe on one of my bikes, it was my first e-bike, which was a Mario, I believe I went 500 or 600 miles before I had to change those pads out. But just, you know, just keep an eye on them. You'll see when they start getting really far down, and if they get too far down, they will start squeaking on you. But you should be able to make this adjustment, you know, 2 to 3 times before you have to replace your pads. So anyways, thanks a lot, you guys. Don't forget to like this and share it. Subscribe if you haven't. You know who you are if you haven't. Subscribe. Anyways, thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you in the next video. I'm not sure. I think the next video, let's see, I got an idea. Let's do this. In the comment section below, would you guys like to see another video about the Sur-Ron? So I got something in a box over here that goes with the Sur-Ron. I think that would be pretty cool. Or would you guys like to see what I carry with me on a daily ride when I go out to be prepared, so I don't get stranded somewhere or have to call to get a ride home? Let me know in the comment section below what video you guys would like to see next, or, you know, if you got something that I'm missing as far as getting some of these tutorials done. Let me know about it and I'll make a video on it. I have a decent grasp on the electric bikes. You know, I'm no expert by any means, but I've been into a couple years and I've definitely tried a lot of stupid stuff, and I still do, as if you notice, big scab here. So I got 3 or 4 of those. Took a good spill on the electric mountain bike that I got. So anyways, hopefully this video was helpful, guys. Don't forget to like it, thumbs up, whatever, share it. And I will see you guys in the forums and in the next video. Later.